So Acura just came out with their new Integra. It's been getting a lot of hate, so we're gonna be reacting to what Acura, you know, showed off of. So Acura just released a video coming out with the Integra for 2023, and I'm gonna react to it, and we're gonna see why this car has been getting so much hate. So let's react to the video. So let's get to it. The most hated Integra of 2023. We were all probably expecting this. I mean, I was expecting this for sure, but let's see what Acura has to say. Okay, that's cool. It has all the Integras, you know, different generations. That's pretty cool. I like that.
You know, Acura to me just means energy.
Okay, I like that too. I like that too. I like the Type R. Yeah.
You know, Acura to me just means energy.
Okay, that's a nice shot. That looks like mine.
You know, there's a culture here that is different.
There it is.
Acuras were their first cars.
Integra was the car that's captured my heart and soul.
It has captured my heart and soul. So they got that right. The old one, not the new one.
The toast to the town. It's love when I come back, man. The streets are proud. The toast to the town. It's love.
You know, from far away, it's not that bad. It's not that bad from far away. Okay, so they got the Type R Phoenix yellow color. Like, that's pretty cool. They brought it back, even though they didn't bring back, or they didn't show the white one that was in the leaks. They didn't bring that. Why didn't they show us the white one?
Man, the streets are proud.
You feel connected to the car as you're driving it.
It really is timeless.
Integras were hip-hop culture and Acura culture.
Hip-hop and Acura culture meant, huh?
You're going back to their roots.
It's been over 20 years since that car's been out.
It's coming back. Their roots.
It's been over 20 years since that car's been out.
It's coming back.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like the headlights. That's all I like about the car. Okay, that shot's pretty cool. You got the Acura Phoenix yellow, and then you got another one down here, and then you got the Championship white by Honda. There's the car, prototype. First impressions, it's alright, but the weird part is that back then we received 2 or 3 Acura versions. We received the LS, the GSR, and the Type R. And since this is a prototype, you know, it's not, or it's gonna be near the same thing. It's gonna be something similar to that, but I think that if Acura can pull this off correctly, they could give us, okay, so if Acura pulls this off, they could probably give us like 3 versions too. They could probably give us an LS, they could give us a GSR, or they could give us a Type R. And if they make it into coupe, that's gonna be even better, because this one's not a coupe, this one's a 4-door. And if they give us a white version too, because they only showed us the yellow version, and all the leaks were from the white Acura. So if they give us that, then we're gonna have a true Integra. But it doesn't look like an Integra, which kind of sucks. It looks more like a Honda Civic, and it also looks like a TLX model. Now I saw this cool video. By Car Keeps, or Keys Car, and he shows off, or he kind of like edits the new Integra on how it could have looked like, which I like. Now I don't know how I feel about this, like I don't know what you would call it, but I don't really like this. You know, they probably just put that on to make it like look and make it feel like an Integra. Because if they didn't add that there, then it just looks like a Honda Civic or like a Prius too. Okay, he goes and like edits it, right? To make it look, or make it look similar to the early 90s to early 2000s. And he honestly does a better job than what Acura could have done to the car. Like, look, that looks way better. And he even did a white version. Now, if Acura gave us this, everyone would be hooked for sure, 100%. But they gave us a 4-door. Why would they give us a 4-door? I thought a company, I remember reading an article saying that like companies weren't gonna make no more 4-doors. They wanted to make like coupes. Okay, so here's the before and after. Now this looks way better. If they would have given us the one at the bottom, they would have just sold probably more models. But obviously this is a prototype, so it's not gonna be the actual thing. But it's gonna look similar to it. Now if they could just change some stuff, like get rid of that back door, it's golden. If they give us a spoiler, nah. Yeah, they should just make a Type R, GSR, and LS type models. Would have been way better. Okay, here's another video. This guy's just basically gonna explain is it worth it? So let's watch this.
This is it. This is the 2023 Acura Integra. Before we get into the return of this compact sport, most people would say sedan, but guess what? This is a sportback, liftback design. Let's talk about what's going on here. 1986, such an important year because that was not only the birth of Acura as a brand, that premium brand from Honda, but also the birth of the nameplate of this vehicle, Integra. Another great name was the Acura Legend. Those were vehicles that came out first from Acura back in 1986. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is that there's been 3 generations of the Integra, and then it disappeared. But some of the big advancements, of course, would be VTEC. This is the second car to be imported into the United States with VTEC, the first being...
How come no one's talking about that? There's VTEC in the new Honda Civic. Yeah, it's a VTEC model. No one's talking about that. I didn't hear anything about this new Honda Civic. Yeah, Honda Civic. This new Integra is gonna be a VTEC. I didn't hear about that. That's cool.
It's gonna be like a Civic with a different nameplate. We're talking about a vehicle that is specifically designed to carry on that name, Integra. And from what many people at Acura are saying, this is only the beginning. So let's go.
Only the beginning? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
With this Integra coming out to be that performance sport car for you to get and drive every day, let's go ahead and dive into this Indy Yellow Integra.
Indy Yellow is
right off the bat,
Indy Yellow, is that like a new colorway that they're bringing out? Or is that the colorway of the car? Indy Yellow?
I love what they've done with the overall style, and then guess what? All the sheet metal is unique to the Integra. Nothing is shared with the Honda Civic. When we started
Are you sure about that?
Business,
nothing is shared with Honda Civic.
What are we going to get? We're going to get those unique chicane daytime.
I like those. I like those.
Really look great in the headlight housing. You're going to have that multi-LED dual beam setup. The way that the headlight housing comes to housing, you're going to have that multi-LED dual beam setup.
Yeah, the LEDs look good in this car.
Comes towards the grille and then angles down, very nicely done. In the lower corners, we have functional, not
vents.
Functional.
Okay, that's cool too.
You're going to have LED fog lamps and some gloss black that's going to connect us to the lower grille area. Now, as we come across that sparkly Indy yellow, we'll see that precision crafted.
That grill is
front
not
end.
it. I don't like that grill. But the front end right there looks really nice.
Integra, love the way all the design elements get ripped apart from that Acura badge in the center. You do have gloss black.
That is a big
but with
badge. Now, back then they did not have a badge that big, but hey.
That color match all the way around the perimeter, fully functional up top, sliding down, fully functional
It just,
on the bottom.
yeah,
Yes,
I can see why people hate this car. It literally looks like Honda Civic, and they just put the Acura logo badge on it and just called it a day. Yeah.
guess what? There is an intercooler behind this lower portion. What that means, on the perimeter, fully functional up top, sliding down, fully functional on the bottom, and guess what? There is an intercooler behind this lower portion. What that means is underneath the hood, we have a 1.5 liter turbocharged.
Oh, so it's
inline
1.5 and turbocharged? Okay.
The biggest news of the day, 6-speed manual transmission availability and a limited slip differential.
Okay, I like how they did that, the limited slip differential. They did that with the Type R version too, so that's cool.
I love the way they shaped this lower portion, extended out that front splitter, gives it the style, but it's also going to help us get the power to the ground. I love the way they shaped this lower portion, extended out that front splitter, gives it the style, but it's also going to help us get air into that front intercooler and radiator setup. Now, when we get up onto the hood, you'll see that nice rise. Starts with the badging, goes right into the hood, and then fades away. Everything else is going to be V formation towards the A pillars. I love the clean style, and you can see that connection with the bigger brother, the TLX. Now, as we wrap it around.
Oh yeah. The TLX too, like, it has a similar vibe to it with this car. They look the same. They're like fat, chubby cars.
Wheel and
just like the Honda Civic.
tire setup. You're looking at these
The old one and
19
new
inch
one.
wheels. Love the flat satin black finish. Now, this one being that
Okay, I like those
Integra
colors.
prototype, you have
So those are
two-piece
pretty cool.
rotors. It'll be interesting to see where Acura goes with the performance level of this vehicle. Of course, when we say performance, everybody wants to talk about horsepower numbers, but braking performance is also very, very important. Nice size calipers with the Acura badge, that sparkly banana yellow Indy color, just looking so great, and I'm really digging the style.
Banana yellow, yeah, the brakes do look like bananas. I will.
Of what's going on with the wheel, plus you have that limited slip differential to get the power to the ground. Now, as we kind of transition, I'm digging this beautiful Integra badge that they brought to the side to give a little bit of extra flair.
Oh, okay, so it's a badge. I thought it was like a decal or something.
Little extra style, and it's not too gaudy. It kind of balances out nicely. Rising up.
But are they gonna keep that badge there? Like for every model? I would not like that. But then if they take it away, it's gonna look like a Honda Civic. So I
On
don't
top
know.
of the mirror caps, we do have gloss black. That's going to match nicely with the front grille. Slim and trim on those LED turn signals. And
That is cool.
then thank you,
yeah.
Acura. What they have done is given us that two-tone style. Nice black on the roof. We do have a standard size sunroof, which is nice, but having that nice gloss black hides the shark.
Okay, it has a sunroof, so kind of like the models with the LS and GSR
Finish
version, I
kind of very
think.
nicely, and it also blends cleanly with the treatment around the window frames. Now, with that new Civic that we've been talking about so much, we brought to you this today.
Oh yeah, there's a new Civic also, and it looks exactly
And
like
we brought
this.
you the hatchback. This is a sportback. So as we work our way back towards the rear, you can see that liftback design, just like the original Integras, where that's going to rise up. Beautiful style. This part right here, where you have that sexy roofline coming.
Hey, he said sexy. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Chill. It's just a
into the
car.
rear fender, flares out nicely, and then coming around the tail end of the business, we have chicane brake lights, all LED, one-piece housing that goes clean into the rear bumper area. And look at this, Integra.
Okay, I like that too. I like the headlights, or the tail lights, my bad. And then I like how they engraved the Integra logo right there, just like the other ones. That's pretty cool.
And no badge.
Nothing too like crazy,
It's
but
just like the original, stamped with pride in the rear bumper and
yeah, it's a
at the
stamp.
front end of the vehicle, and then working our way, dropping it like it's hot. Simple,
Hey, this guy got jokes.
clean diffuser.
Dropping like it's
Look
hot.
at what they did with the exhaust. Oval opening. It will be interesting to see if they do
It's
a
painted
color
yellow?
match on the interior. Obviously going to be hard to keep clean.
That's cool, but like, yeah, like you said, it's gonna be hard to keep clean.
Functional exhaust on both sides to give us a nice sound. Looking at that rear liftback design, this is going to give you versatility. Think about it. These are going to be used as daily.
Okay, I'm gonna make a joke. I wonder if this trunk is gonna break from the latch, just like the other ones, because I know that pain.
Just like the original.
Just kidding. It's obviously
What that means is we're going to bring some performance into the game, but we're also going to bring that versatility. Speaking of that versatility, this lifts up, going to give us lots of room. I'm digging the gloss black spoiler that they've added to this liftback design, and this is what's going to help.
The duck lid, right? Nah, it's a
Separated
spoiler, yeah.
from, like I said, that 11th generation Honda Civic. Now, as we come around to the other side, we're going to give you the complete overall look. Look at this. They put the Acura name inside the actual smoked lenses right there. Looks really, really clean. Even down below,
Okay, that's pretty
you
cool.
can see on that lower fender area. And then on the rear of the vehicle, you have nice large Brembo calipers, that satin black finish, 19-inch wheels, and this thing has just the
So they got 19 in the back and then 18 in the front.
right
Okay.
amount of gap between the top of the tire inside of the fender to really give it such a unique look. Rise on up. What do we got? That nice quarter window, nothing fake like on the Cadillac CT5. This is actual rear glass quarter window. And then you see that metallic to the Indy color all the way around. This is what Acura is bringing. This is what they promise, is they're bringing change to their line.
This is what they promised.
So it all started
Sure.
with the Type S version with the MDX that's coming up, the TLX Type S. Obviously, over there we got an Acura NSX Type S.
NSX.
Give us that over 600 horsepower.
Walk over there to the NSX. I want to see that.
See where they take this design overall. But going back to the original roots of the Integra, 3 generations, it's been gone for a while.
Oh,
The
original
change is
roots.
coming.
No,
We're gonna be
you
there
didn't.
along the way to not only show you the exterior, but also as we come around, talking about that interior. What are they going to do to separate themselves from the rest of the pack when it comes to the interior of this vehicle? But I think hearing the
Yes,
words
open the car.
manual transmission is definitely a move in the right direction. Hearing turbocharged power, I think you'd have to be a fool to not know what is going to be the next step for Acura with this vehicle. And then, of course, how about some different
Open the hood.
racing programs? Maybe get into that grassroots, just like Honda has with the Civic Si. Would be very nice to see the Integra nameplate back out on racetracks at a grassroots level. But so glad
Back on the streets, it's not what you
in
think.
LA for this official unveiling. I want to thank the
If I see this car on the street, it's not gonna look like an
whole
Integra.
Acura team for inviting Rady's Rides out, because that meant that you were able to be here as well. Let me know what you think. Pricing is going to be right around, they're suggesting $30,000. So let me know what you think.
That's not that bad. 30,000 for this. The Supra was like 55, 50 K.
Without that price point,
That's
what
cool.
you're getting when it comes to that style and where it's going to
I mean, overall the car is nice, but they did not bring back the Acura or the Integra. They could have done so much better, but I'm hoping they come out with 3 different models. I'm hoping they come out with an LS or GSR, Type R, any one of those. But I see why people don't like this car. It does not look anything like the Integra. They're trying to do like a new modernized look. I mean, it's cool, but it's not that cool. But I don't know. Personally, I don't like it. I wouldn't get it, but that's the Integra news for today. And we'll see what else comes out in the next couple months or a year.